skyline and all the action below it, as seen from the 17th Street Bridge. Hi, and welcome, everyone, here on... Hey, Dave.
For most teams in the NBA, success...
It sure can. All right, D.A., thanks. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Taking a look at Toronto. They reside in the 7th slot right now in the early part of the season. And, of course, there's the Hawks. Always growing pains of a feeling out process. It's always interesting to watch that being put together.
There are, Kev. There always seem to be a couple of welcome to the NBA moments as a rookie. Certainly you might take your lumps here and there, but this is a talented young group. Can't wait to see what they do.
I can't either. Out of Cameroon, Pascal Siakam drastically improved last year, Doris. Is he the prototypical modern power forward?
He is, Kevin, and there's a few reasons why. The guy can rip and run. He can space the floor. He is switchable on the perimeter defensively. He can go inside, outside. Everything you want in terms of versatility, Pascal Siakam brings to the table.
Here's Van Vliet, and the rejection by Collins.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
And Jack with the basket on the assist from Young.
And that's the advantage of having a lead guard who can both pass and shoot. Young draws attention, then takes advantage of a poor rotation defensively.
Johnson attacking, and the slam dunk by Johnson.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Thomas against Jack. And here's Young from the arc. The shot, no good. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way.
Boy, still a dependable shot blocker. That is what got Serge Ibaka playing time at the beginning of his career. Nice.
Thomas, it's a wide open look. Good on the triple.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Outside Jack. 50 seconds left in the first quarter. And that one's good. Parker.
This is where Jabari does some of his best work, right in that in-between area.
Now here's Van Vliet, defended by Young. Count that bucket. Thomas got his second basket of the night.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Young against Johnson. Shoots from the baseline. It's good on the putback.
Oh, big time putback there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Parker against Siakam. There's 10 seconds left in the first. Clock at 6. To the wing on the left. Van Vliet, great positioning on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. It's Atlanta leading by... And Serge Ibaka talked about his skill set. Now it complements
my defense toughness.
And really, Ibaka is a seasoned veteran now, a terrific role player known for his defense.
And Ibaka knows his role and plays it well.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
So for Toronto right now, Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. And Van Vliet out there with Thomas. And it's Johnson in at the small forward.
Pascal Siakam can be a menace on the glass. He's got length, he's got athleticism. Look out.
Parsons looking it over. Back to Jack. The three. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Siakam's got 4 rebounds in this game. And the Toronto's knew in trading for Kawhi Leonard that he might not stick around. Even after his decision returned to his hometown of Los Angeles, Greg, the Raptors have to feel good about the way it all worked out for him.
Kevin, the first championship in franchise history, and now they set about working their way back to the mountaintop. Some talented young players and quality vets, not to mention an outstanding front office. I think it'd be a mistake to count them out.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, one of the reasons Toronto was able to win the NBA championship was the astronomical improvement from Pascal Siakam, who was recognized as the league's most improved player. It was the dream of Pascal's late father that he'd reach this level, and his determination to make that reality has brought him a long way from home. Kevin?
It has indeed, D.A. Great story, and thank you. Alex Lenz checked in for Chandler Parsons. And Toronto also making a switch. Marked in for Pascal Siakam. Johnson, the pass to Van Vliet. Toronto need to get off his shot. The three from Johnson. But they get it back. From past the arc. No good from Gasol.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Jack surveying the D. Now here's Reddish. Not a lot of room. Van Vliet with it. Now Jack defending. Some chick. With one on the clock. That shot, no good. And a close game so far through the first two quarters at... And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Hawks making a change here. Jack's checked in. And then for Toronto, Stanley, and he's checked in for Anunoby. And it's Fred Van Vliet in for Powell. And Young kicks to Jack. Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got 4 rebounds in this game. And just like his brother Powell, Marc Gasol active in humanitarian causes.
I mean, we saw him volunteering on rescue boats in the Mediterranean. Marc doing his part, but also bringing attention to that in crisis.
Collins at power forward with Lan at center. And it's Young, then there's Parker, and it's Jack in at the shooting guard position. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. That one goes. Count it.
You gotta like seeing this one, wanting to prove he's more than just a jump shooter.
Here's Lowry. That one falls. Lowry's got 10 points in the game.
Their first basket in 4 tries. Let's see if that basket gets them going. It can be contagious now.
Now, here is Young, covered by Van Vliet. Shot's good from Young. Young's got the lead back up to 9 now for Atlanta.
You know, fleshing out his attack a little more. Young showing more of a willingness to go in there amongst the trees.
And that one is good. Lowry's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, as usual, this guy cooking on the offensive end. But right now, the other guys on his team have got to step forward.
Outside Collins. Jack for 3. Nailed from three-point land. Jack's got his second bucket of the game to go. Well, you know that Beats is very familiar with using top NBA talent to promote their products. Latest I've heard, they've signed on Shea to be the latest spokesman.
And Beats is tied so closely with the NBA as their official headphones partner. It just makes sense. You've seen guys like LeBron and Draymond and Harden all do Beats commercials, and in a short time, you'll add Shea to that impressive list.
Here's Lowry. The shot comes out. Good defensive work there by Young. It's interesting, Doris, to see how these NBA players that come into the league looking one way physically and they leave looking another way, they change their bodies over the course of their career.
Kevin, you talked about this earlier. These players commit to their season over the course of 365 days. Virtually no offseason. Think about the reigning MVP, Giannis Antetokounmpo, who adds 50 pounds of muscle from the time he enters the NBA. Or the other side of the equation, right? A Yusuf Nurkic or a Marc Gasol who drop weight, Kevin, to enhance their quickness and their stamina. These guys are so committed.
They are. Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Chandler Parsons, he's checked in for Len. Carter comes in for Collins. Reddish, he's checked in for Parker. And it's Alan Crabb in for Young.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Raptors trail by 14. Van Vliet with the bounce pass. Anunoby passes to Siakam. To halt the run. That one goes in. Siakam's got 5 now.
Well, Pascal Siakam has such soft touch, and he uses his length to his advantage on the inside there.
And Jack kicks to Carter. Parsons outside. Right wing. 6 on the shot clock. No good from Jack.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
27 seconds left in the third. And that one hits back iron. The Hawks leading by 12. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet. That's 7 points for Jack. Siakam with it. He has 5. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
We have seen Pascal Siakam's confidence improve.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Then for the Raptors, Gasol comes in for Pascal Siakam. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Fred Van Vliet. Lowry against Young. Lowry passes to Anunoby. Back to Lowry. There's the pass to Pop. Looking for Gasol. He gets it there. Atlanta with the rebound. Collins has got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Hawks.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year. Actually, their 5th win on the year. And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Good afternoon, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. See you later.
Yo, what's up, man?
Good game last night. Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
You got it. Come on, man. I got your help. I got your help. Come on, man. We got the ball. Pick.
Just like that.
Switch. Hey, you can hit that all day. Pick. All day.
One more.
Over it. Turn it up. Yeah, let's go. Let's do it. Hey, let's all do that. Pick. Yeah, keep shooting. Pick.
Yeah, see you later.
Let's get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're gonna do.
Focus! Screen coming! Yo! Hey! Screen! Watch the pit!
Keep it going.
Screen coming! Go over it!
Let's go.
That's all day! Watch the screen! Oh, get him! Don't get hit! Yeah, let's go! Let's do it! Keep shooting that, man. Keep shooting that. Let's get it started, man. Let's get it started. Watch the screen! Hey, hit that all day! Screen coming! Hey, hit me up.
Let's get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're gonna do.
You got it. Come on, man. Go over it. Hey, switch.
Let's get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're gonna do.
Focus! Focus! I got your step out! Screen! Right here, baby! Watch the spin! And there goes Nut! Pitch! Watch the pitch! You got it. Come on, man. I got your help. All day! Yeah, let's go. Let's do it. I got your help. Yeah, baby. Hey, pick coming. Stop this. Hey, hit me up.
See, in 2K, I'm a real, defensive-minded player. There's certain things that I saw on the defensive side that, I'm really hyped to see about, like the new block animations and the new ways that defenders can position themselves on the ball handler. So there's a lot of stuff that I see that, that I'm definitely looking forward to in 2K20.
So the dribbling this year feels a little bit different as well. It feels just a little bit different.
It's like a mix of like previous 2Ks.
I'm zigzagging.
Ooh.
Yeah.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
What a gorgeous nighttime view, and nothing.
Well, guys, we know the...
David, thanks for that. Greg, lofty expectations indeed.
Hey, aim for the top, right? Even if AW doesn't quite reach Giannis's status, just getting close is a major victory for him and for his team.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Their roles on that team.
You know, I think it's a combination of accepting and embracing your roles, really relishing what it is you're to do and to star in what your particular role is, and finding that out oftentimes is a work in progress even throughout the season.
And probably managing maybe some disappointment if you aren't in the role you thought you were going to be in.
Well said, exactly right.
Outside Collins. Back to Young. And there's the pass to Jack. Lets it go. Minnesota with the rebound. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
Well, it helps when your opponent makes that many mistakes. I thought that was the story of the game.
Yeah, I think that was a big part of it for sure, as it is anytime you make a bunch of mistakes. All they had to do was follow their game plan, and that's exactly what they did.
And it's Parker in the corner. There's the three, and that's good from Jack on the assist by Parker.
Phenomenal court vision by Parker. He really has all the tools to be a great player in this league.
Covington against Parker. Covington with the bucket. Covington's got his second bucket tonight.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Uses the glass to finish the layup. Young's got 5.
You gotta like seeing this from Young, wanting to prove he's more than just a jump shooter.
Outside Covington. Inside, here's Wiggins. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
And Jack, here we go.
And guys, in case you didn't know, Axel Walden and Che were actually roommates in the summer leading up to the draft. Now they're both in the league and get to square off as competitors.
They are indeed, and you know, Greg, there has to be a little extra motivation for both of them here tonight. They're still good friends, but nothing feels better. Hitting a shot right in the face of a friend, right? Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Jones checked in for Len. Chandler Parsons comes in for John Collins. Carter, he's checked in for Jabari Parker. And it's Reddish in for Trae Young. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. And the last 2 drafts, the Atlanta Hawks aggressively making trades to assemble this roster.
And drafting DeAndre Hunter and Cam Reddish, great length and versatility on the wings. You pair that with Trae Young and John Collins, and that's an exciting young core for the Hawks.
Let's it go from 14. And there's another one for the Timberwolves.
A main area of emphasis for Wiggins moving forward has to keep knocking it down from the mid-range.
Jack finds Jones. Here's Parsons, and that comes off the assist by Jones.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Hawks ahead as they end the first quarter with a tremendous 17-7 run. We'll be back shortly live from State Farm Arena. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Hawks.
They've set the first half tone by getting out on the fast break and getting the defenders on their heels.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnover.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter to play. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, they've got Corky Dang. Layman is out there with Walden. Then there's Shabazz Napier. And it's Culver in at the 2 guard. That one misses. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, the Hawks have been in rebuild mode for the last couple of years, but this season brings a lot of optimism. Passing on Luka Doncic, the Hawks drafted Trae Young. It was much scrutinized, but Young came on down the stretch. His playmaking makes other people better, and also, they hope, will attract a free agent or two. Now the Hawks have added several rookies, starting with DeAndre Hunter. And they believe they're poised to make some noise in the East. Evan?
They took that gamble with Doncic and getting Young. We'll see what happens. Thank you, D.A. And, of course, there's no questioning Cam Reddish's talent level. Greg, he has a high ceiling.
Yeah, I mean, great size, length, the fluidity as an athlete. He can make an impact at both ends of the floor, shoots the three well for a young player, and you love his ability to match up, really 1 through 5.
You know, it hasn't been his best outing, but they still find themselves in the driver's seat here.
Walden. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Clark, you love players that can put up...
Substitution.
9 seconds left now here in the second.
Come to me.
And here's Wiggins from deep three-point range. No good on the last second attempt there. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Hawks on top, leading by 5. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Yeah, it's been quite a... Hawks making a switch here. Jack's checked in. Robert Covington's checked in for Minnesota. And the Timberwolves with possession here. They trail by 6. They've got Young. Parker out there with Collins, and it's Jack in at the 2. So that's the Hawks 5. Here's Teague. Collins with some nice D.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim. That's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
Out of bounds, Hawks ball as Atlanta keeps possession. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Bangs home the trifecta. 12 points for Jack. Well, a look here at Axel Walden. Kid they call A.W. What to like about his game, Greg?
Well, the Wolves took him with the 11th overall, and I was surprised he didn't go higher. It is rare to find a player with the upside that Walden has, and if he pans out, it could be a huge boon for Minnesota. And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Pass to Culver. Jang with the ball. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Banked in off the glass. Jang's got his third basket of the night right there.
Though Jang has developed a pretty good outside shot, this is where you want him operating, in the painted area.
Young inside. Teague covering. Shots good from Young. Young's got the lead up to 11 now for the Hawks. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
A nice shot by Teague.
Tell you what, guys, you've just got to give Teague a lot of credit for his focus. Very poised under pressure.
And Young kicks to Parker. Back to Young. From deep. And it's good in the assist by Parker. Young's got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Now Teague. 12 points for him. Covington dishes to Culver. Shot clock at 6. High arcing shot. The rebound by Young. And so it's Young who brings it up for the Hawks. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. There's 45 seconds left in the third. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It goes on Jared Culver.
You know, tight little up fake there. Young using it to create contact, and we know he's a terrific free throw shooter.
For the Hawks, Jones checked in for Collins. Chandler Parsons comes in for Parker. And it's Reddish in for Kevin Huerter. Timberwolves also changing it up. Jake Layman's checked in for Robert Covington. Andrew Wiggins comes in for Culver. And it's Napier in for Teague. Right side Jack over Wiggins. Andrew Wiggins pulls it in. Timberwolves trail by 14. Now here's Napier. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Puts up a 3. And Wiggins is good for 3.
Yeah, improving the consistency from range, Kevin. One of the things Wiggins is focusing on. And I think he's accomplished it to this point.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
Yeah, and as a 2 guard, he's typically not a reluctant shooter, so it was really nice to see him orchestrating for a teammate instead.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. Layman is out there with Walden. Then there's Shabazz Napier. Then it's Andrew Wiggins. And it's Vonleh in at the center position.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And Clark, your love for the Buckeye State has never been questioned. What was the best part of growing up as a kid in Ohio?
Well, I think a number of things. One, having family around, extended family as well as immediate family, but also the sports love that exists throughout the state and being able to experience that and enjoy that with my dad and siblings. That's special. And having a career in basketball that I've had makes it even more special.
Carter, the pass to Jack with the fadeaway. No good, shot missing. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Lobbed up there for Walden. Stolen by Carter. And now in transition is Jack. Here we go. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand. And this organization sees a lot of potential in Axel Walden. They think, Greg, he could be a big part of their future.
But you love the potential he has. A lengthy forward who moves so well. And this team is hoping that he can make the most of his frame and be a star for them.
Passes it to Carter. Back to Jack. 5 on the clock. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. From deep three-point range, Vince Carter the bucket on the assist from Jack. Carter's got the lead up to 14 now for Atlanta. Here's Napier. Pass to Wiggins. And it's good off the glass.
Scoring barrage from Wiggins. Aggressive, focused. No one's been able to hold him down all night.
Atlanta calls timeout.
Well, you know, it's not been easy for Andrew Wiggins the last few seasons, guys. The production has just fallen short of expectations.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. There's 48 seconds left in the fourth. And another makes to his scoring column. His 5th basket of the game. Now shooting 5 of 11.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
And it's the Hawks ball. They lead by 14. And Jack, here we go. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it. They've done it.
Wiggins drawn the double team. There's the pass to Layman. He kicks to T. 6 to shoot. Here's Culver, and he uses the glass on the layup.
I'll tell you, Culver has an array of moves once he gets into the paint.
And so Atlanta takes this one by a big margin. Even early on in this one, it seems.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for us. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you.
Hey, what's your name? What's your name? You're a star, bro.
Hey, Jay, I got a media request for your radio.
My role is just to do what I have to do to get us some wins. You know, we have.
So what's been the most surprising thing?
I mean, the most surprising aspect.
Good stuff, Che. Well, I tell you what, we'll let